All right, welcome to this very special evening, morning, day. I don't know what the fucking time of the day is today anywhere in the world, but here I am straight from Helsinki, and the reason we are here is because the 69 Eyes are going to release our 10th new album, X. We got already t-shirts for that, so I'm a little bit ahead of you guys. Hopefully you're gonna have these t-shirts later on as well. But anyways, I can see you guys are riding like maniacs down there. Keep on doing that. It's a pleasure meeting you. Unfortunately I can't hear you talking, but that will be quite a babble. I hope you can hear me talking. Can you hear me? Yeah, hopefully yeah. So you've been sending a bunch of questions for me, so I'll go through them here first of all, and then I don't know, I'll talk to you whatever comes to my mind. First of all, I'd like to tell you that I just came home from Helsinki arena, where the 69 has just performed in front of like 10,000 people our new single Red, and it was also broadcasted in the Finnish TV for, I heard that there was some nearly million viewers, so there's something for you guys to check out from YouTube. So I'm still like, I just came down from the stage to do this, so yeah, let's do it. So I'm thrilled to do it, and I'm still full of adrenaline because, I was standing in front of like a full arena, like some 10,000 people, so I'm wired, and let's go through the questions. Oh, first of all, I want to tell you the facts. You always keep on asking these things like when the album will come out. Okay, first of all, in Europe it comes out on Friday, on September 28th. That's like a little over 1 week, and then you have it. And in the States it comes out like nearly at the same time. It's gonna be Tuesday, October 9th. So everyone will have a great Halloween this year, because there's the perfect Halloween album out by the 69 Eyes. So anyways, let's go to these questions. All right, they are interesting, of course. So thanks for sending them, and keep on writing. It's down to the chat. It's on this side, I guess. So let's go through these. All right. Scott Cattler is asking what are my current musical influences, and how have they changed over the past 20 years? They actually haven't. Of course, I enjoy like new bands and what's happening in the current music, but like in the end, like who wouldn't be waiting for a new Aerosmith album? It's not the new influence really. And also like like when I started listening to rock and roll, my favorite artist was Elvis, so it still is, and he's still as interesting as ever, and good stuff doesn't go away. The Cramps, Elvis, Lords of the New Church, Doors, and so on. The list is pretty maybe obvious if you check out what's been written on our pages, and if you just look at me, you can guess what kind of stuff I like. So I hope that satisfies a little bit, but I mean, if you want to figure out some new stuff, just go to listen to Elvis. It's always new and fresh. Which place on earth? Well, Mara Strega, sorry if I pronounce your names wrong, I'm sorry about that. But anyways, a person called Mara Strega asks, which place on earth you have never been before and you'd like to visit? Well, we never, for instance, played in South Africa. We never played in Israel. The 69 Eyes has never played in Turkey. Those are the few places that we get a lot of fan mail all the time, so maybe those 3 places would be pretty worth visiting. And also I'm seeing that somebody's writing here that greetings from Peru, so naturally Peru, of course, and any other like Latin American country we haven't been yet. We're coming. Well, you know, come on, we played already like 20 years, so do you think that we give up and we don't come to play your country? We will do it, trust me. I hope you will be there waiting for us. You know, Helsinki Vampires, we will come. Especially, you have to also remember to invite us, because otherwise we won't come, you know. So, let's continue. All right. I check out what you guys are writing here in social stream. I can't actually read Spanish, so it helps a little bit if you put it on in English. Oh yeah, Wales. I know that's a really horrible that we haven't come to Wales, but you have to invite us, please. And there's your kiss to Mexico. All right. Next question, quickly. Marcia Diaz asked, what do you think about the vampire literature of nowadays? Do you know and like True Blood, Twilight, or Black Dagger Brotherhood? What's your favorite book, movie? Okay, that's also like a little bit like the music question. It's like we don't have enough time, and I think we should. I like to, you know, Marcia, I like to invite you over, and we could have a little bit of like this 16 nice red wine and talk about like vampire literature and movies. It won't, you know, be this quick to answer, but of course I love True Blood. It's getting better all the time, so I think. And Twilight, I like the first movie. It was different, you know. Come on, guys. I like the colors in that movie. Black Dagger Brotherhood, never heard of, so seems like there's something I have to check out. But you have to remember that this vampire is pretty old. So, you know, I started out by reading Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I was like 12 years old, and I couldn't sleep for a couple of nights. I was actually like wondering, like, are my fangs growing, because that movie was that book was so cool. But I was always been fan of like these 60s old school vampires like Christopher Lee and Dracula. So those are closer to my heart. All right. Yeah, somebody got excited about like chatting there. We're having a new first time ever. We're gonna have like 16 nice red wine out. It's called simply Red, and it comes from it's pretty cool bottle actually. It comes out. It's made in the wine comes from Italy, from Verona, and you know, Verona is a place where Romeo and Juliet was happening, so it's perfect for those kind of occasions. All right, Costa Rica, of course. We'll try the best to come there. More questions, if you may. All right. Stephanie Garay says that, to be honest, you guys look the same since I got into the 16 on Ice years ago. 2 years ago? Or she doesn't state exactly. Are you guys really vampires? Okay, there's an answer for that. We're gonna release a comic book. It's actually gonna be like, comic book sounds pretty simple, so it's called like graphical novel. So we're gonna have like 3 book graphical novels coming out, and it's called Helsinki Vampires. And first issue comes out just by the time with the album, and it tells the story of the 69 Eyes, and the story starts as early as like 17th century, and it's really exciting. It starts like how it starts is like there's a bunch of fans gathering after the show, and they're like arguing, are these guys really vampires? And then some guy steps from the shadows, showing like old book, like look at this book about this old soldier, Finnish soldier. He looks like exactly like the singer of the 69 Eyes. So it's really exciting story, and it takes the history of Helsinki vampires all the way from ancient Finnish, Swedish like kingdom to 80s Los Angeles Gothic scene, and going to New Orleans, New York City, and everywhere. It's amazing. It's done by it's written by a good friend of mine from New Orleans called Kurt Amaker, and it's run by like very cool underground comic artists. So it's really done by heart. It's not a commercial or sort of big league attempt to cash in with the Helsinki vampires. It's a real deal, and I really would recommend to check it out. I'm excited, and I'm kind of like I haven't read it actually till the end, because I don't want to know how I will end, but I'm a little bit shy of like reading comics of myself. Oh yeah, there I am again. So, but it's cool. Yeah, actually, maybe I should show you some pics of that. All right. Well, somebody who's seems like it's related to me is chatting there that she has the same last name as I do. Like, what do you think of the last show in Rio de Janeiro? And something like, will I return there, or will we return there? Well, there was like some technical issues in Rio, but I mean, Rio de Janeiro, come on, it's probably one of the most incredible cities in the world. So we will definitely come back, and thanks for you guys. It was nice meeting you there, and it was fantastic that you invited Helsinki vampires there. All right, vampires in Yucatan. Yeah, okay, that's insane. That's crazy. And Russia. Hello, we're coming there in March. Hey, more questions. All right. Okay. Miss Myrna Cervantes asks. I probably pronounce your names completely wrong, so sorry about that. The weirdest thing a fan has asked you to sign. Okay. You don't want to know. But I think it's always kind of like intimidating to sign a female, breast. It's very rock and roll, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I like it, but it's always a thrill. All right, Germany, thank you. Sing Elvis, Jyrki, Brazil here. All right, what do you want me to sing? Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? And so on. Anyways, let's go back to the questions. I did sing already. Somebody's asking, singing me some Elvis. All right. Some guy, Andrew Rudd, is asking, how much beer does Jussi go through in one tour? He's either drinking or pouring down in front of his pants. Also, rock and roll is kind of the shitter right now, so I'd like to thank you for maintaining the style and the image, and most importantly, the music. Helsinki Vampires eternally. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks a lot. And you're right about that. Rock and roll is kind of in the shitter right now, but I mean, that's why we are here. We're trying to rescue everything. So I asked this question actually from Jussi like an hour ago, and what he said, like 5 cans. I don't know. It's like I don't know what he's doing because he's behind me, so I have no idea what's going on there. I mean, I've seen something if I check out our shows from YouTube, but I have no idea what's going behind. I don't know anything about his shows, so I don't know. I tried to ask, but there wasn't clear answer. But I mean, the thing is, like, actually, I never seen. Well, this is a very personal thing to tell, but I never seen Jussi drunk. You never believe that, but he's never drinks himself too drunk. He just like chills out after playing drums with a couple of beers, but I never seen the guy drunk. So weird enough, even though we played a few years together. All right. Nilay Tasdemir asked like, how was my high school days? I was like a total nerd. I was reading like Spider-Man and listening to the Cramps, or like and drawing comics. So I was very strange guy in the class. So I was like very nerdy loser. But I had the idea like someday I'm gonna show. So yeah. So it was good time to learn all that, and just to concentrate on learning everything what I'm using these days with the 69i. So I think most of the coolest rockers they're being the ultimate nerds in their high school days. All right, so, somebody is asking like, have you ever read Bazie Bright's books? Yes, I have. I actually interviewed her some 15 years ago. I was a huge fan of like Lost Souls and Drawing Blood and those couple of first books, and yeah, the stuff she wrote, like these vampire goth stories, were awesome. I haven't read his recent books, unfortunately, but I'm not that interested in kitchen, if you know what I mean. But still, I think that's classic stuff. I think like if we talk about like in general about like vampire literature, of course, like, well, Bram Stoker and Rice is of course, you have to check that stuff out. And then there's Nancy A. Collins. She wrote like in the late 80s, like great stuff. And then comes Bazie Bright, and I don't know who else. I mean, I guess the person who has written True Blood books is like sort of like a next coolest vampire authoress, but like I'm too busy to keep my fangs sharp enough. Like I haven't had time to check out any new stuff recently. All right, let's go to the questions. Livia asked like, will you come to Hungary for a concert? Of course, we always play in Hungary. So we're gonna do a European tour in January and February at first, and I'll think that Hungary is there on the list. Somebody's asking about like when we're coming to Barcelona to play. I was just DJing there in July at the Undead, and it was good to see you guys there. So I think we're coming to Spain also next spring. All right. Ilona Schaefer asked, who is your biggest inspiration, dead or alive, and a date in the Netherlands when the show is there. I think we're gonna play in Netherlands also next spring, and my biggest inspiration I already mentioned, I guess, Elvis. I mean, or Dracula. Come on, I think it's both. I think it's funny to say like that, like who inspires you. So when I say Dracula, I'm thinking of like Christopher Lee coming from the window and staring with the red eyes, or dressed up cool way, or be surrounded like these beautiful women, like in the movies. So that's how I portray Dracula in my mind, and Elvis, how he is. All right, more questions quickly. We're sort of running out of time. I like to spend here like an hour. Damn. We have to meet again. Okay, more. Montreal, Canada. Naturally, we are trying all the best to come to Canada. We're doing American tour next spring, so North American tour. So expect to see us in Canada then as well. All right, come to Dracula country. Yes, I have to. I've never been in Romania, which is probably strange, but oh well. All right. All right. Douglas Scott is asking like about. He always has been wanting to ask me like. There's a song called "No Regrets" by Walker Brothers, and he thinks that we should cover it. And definitely, Walker Brothers is a great band, and I love their music. And I didn't remember No Regrets, so I just checked it out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I mean, please check out our new album because I think we write pretty cool songs by ourselves as well. But thanks for the suggestion. I will definitely use that advice, and I will keep that in my mind. Thank you so much. All right. All right, more questions. Somebody, Stefania Vergnani asks like, are rock stars born or made? Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I think there's like it depends how long you are playing and how fast your audience is consuming you. Considering like we've been doing this like so many years, so I think I would say from the 69 Eyes that we were just born. But of course, I mean, if you think of those guys who are like in the idols, they are, you know, they start from zero and rise immediately to the top. So I guess they need some guidance on their way, like more than the other guys and other cats. Pretty deep question, can't be answered so fast. But I love these questions. I mean, it's really cool. Jeremy Jacquemont asks like, what's the favorite song and that I sing with the 69 Eyes, and when and where starts our tour for the album X. My favorite, well, it's. I hope you don't. To be really honest, my favorite song for the 69 Eyes at the moment is the new single X. We just played it last weekend for the first time, and it was really. It was. I didn't know that how it's gonna be live, but it's actually better from my point of view live than on the record. I just love to. I felt like I have a whole audience in my hand when we performed it. So it's really exciting to play it again. We're gonna play like a VIP guest show on this Friday. So it's cool to perform again, and we played it tonight. So I'm excited to play it, and that's my favorite at the moment. It's a very different song, and it's very strong live because it's like read the song. It's like just like a snapshot of a certain like emotion which is read. So that's cool. Oh yeah, by the way, we released Red also as a CD single here in Finland. So if there's any collector guys out, you should check this out. It's pretty cool package. But this is only out in Finland, but you can get this of course from iTunes and so on. And I don't know if I showed you, but this is like the Finnish version of the album. It's just this kind of digipack. I think it's really cool covers. I really dig the artwork here, and this is similar, a little bit similar kind in what comes out in the other countries. It's really worth checking out. The covers are like really cool stuff. And then there's this mysterious bat, and then there's the booklet is pretty gothic. It's just like pure black, and it has like it has the lyrics and pictures of some guys in the band, and that's also like pretty I mean really cool, impressive art, and it's just like really worth checking out. But like I said, it comes out on 28th, which is Friday of September in Europe, and in America it comes out like on Tuesday, October 9th. All right, somebody asked me to take my glasses away. Oh, it's pretty hot, and well, my eyes are pretty blue. So who is my favorite artist? I said probably Elvis. It's easier to say like one. Somebody's asking like how was it working with Cat and so on. So we did record a song called Rosary Blue, and it's also out on the digital version of the album, and you should really check it out. It's a classic. It's a beautiful song. Ashley, yeah, I will come to Arizona where we can meet. I'm reading your chat. So I guess it's time to concentrate what you guys are writing, so keep on writing. Yeah, I said that I will come to Costa Rica, of course. I would love to come there. I need to come there. I want to come to every fucking country, man. Stockholm, yeah, thanks. I'm always in Stockholm. I was there like a couple of weeks ago, so I will come up. Yeah. And of course, greetings, Javi. It was great to meet you, and see you soon in Barcelona. Yeah, Marcel, oh, good old friend. All right. Yeah, I did. Somebody's asking like, will I sing with Tarja Turunen? And I did a duet with her. You can probably find it somewhere from the internet. It was a really cool experience. Why do I always wear sunglasses? I don't know. Why not? What else? Oh yeah. Well, somebody's asking about the video for Red, and we have definitely, of course, like most of you know, we shot the video with the most coolest music video director from Sweden, Patrick Uleus. We did it in July also, and it's like a really cool video. It's a really it's like a mystery movie. I mean, I really I think I really love this movie, this American movie. Like, I love David Fincher. I think like that Fight Club is one of my favorite movies. So it was really cool to see how he pictured Stockholm and Sweden, which I really love Stockholm, and all the colors and how the cameras were moving there in that movie. So I wanted the same kind of luxurious and mystery atmosphere for that video, and we went to shoot it like somewhere in the countryside near to Gothenburg, and it's really cool. It's just like the song is very simple. Like I said, it's like a snapshot of strong emotion. So the video is also like the band is playing, and there's a lot of like beautiful flowers and fountains around this very beautiful mansion and mysterious mansion. And also there's this satanic 3 black widows, you know, like blonde, like uber Swedish, hot black satanic widows who are just like mystery element there. But the main thing is like the band and the song, and then there's also like this luxurious car, you know, exactly like in this this movie. So the thing is like you might have seen something of the video, but we will have like there's coming out a special version of it like in any day, and it will the introduction is done no one else than Mistress of the Dark herself, Elvira. So stay tuned. It's gonna be like really cool thing all together. So you know, we're preparing a lot of cool stuff for you guys. All right. So I'm ready to call it a night. If you still have some questions, write quickly. I'm gonna still check out a couple of your questions here, and then I'm gonna put on the video well, actually a teaser video for the album. So if you guys are now somewhere else than by your computer, now it's the time to put your headphones on or put your computer as loud as possible, because soon I put the album teasers out. You will see it from this channel, but I go to a couple of questions and then a couple of yours, and then we call it a night. And it was a pleasure, like anytime. I'm here. Thanks for invitation, and this is exciting times. It's great to like have this album out, and I'm you know, like most of all, like I told in some interview that when I first heard the actual record, that was like in a mid July. I was actually really crying. Thank God I have my sunglasses on, so nobody could tell. But I was crying because the music is so beautiful, the songs are so powerful, and most of all, which really touched me was the fact that like, you know, like why I was crying, like these 5 guys have played like 20 years, over 20 years together, and you know, when you hear the album, we just do it from our heart because we believe in this. This is the 69 Eyes, this is our lives, and why we do it, because we believe in this, and because you guys believe in this, and this only way to do it, we are doing this for you. So I'm happy to be on your service already 2 decades, and you know, there's more years to come. So all right, are you guys ready, or do you want to something else? I don't know. Do you want some red wine? All right, time to put on the teaser. And yeah, Mexican tour is coming up. I promised it, so we will do it. All right, are you guys ready? Here comes the first ever international pre-listening session through internet of X. It was nice talking to you, and have a good day, good night, good morning from here, Helsinki. I was your host. I'm Jyrki from the 69 Eyes, your one and only and favorite Helsinki vampire. Have a nice night and enjoy this.
You don't know until you found it. The taste of blood is always lonely, cuts you like a heart.